I don't know why, I was just thinking the end of this movie should have been, okay, the results are in, and Ultron, you are not the father.
There are no strings on me.
Ex Machina. So Ex Machina is one of those movies you probably never heard of, or you saw it on a YouTube ad somewhere and you're like, all right, small movie, next. But I'm here to tell you what it's about. So Ex Machina, ultimately it's about this guy, this computer geek played by Domhnall Gleeson. He wins this contest, so he gets to fly down to this dude's cabin. And by cabin, I mean insane mansion slash lab. This guy's the creator of the generic cinematic Google, because they can't call it Google. He's like, all right, I created this really attractive artificial intelligence girl. So I need you to quiz her for a few days so we can find out if she's actually artificial intelligence. Simple enough, and then after that, the tension just starts building. Not gonna lie, this is a tension-filled movie. I love that. Anytime there's tension in a movie, I'm like, give it. And it only builds because these actors, all of them, are great. Oscar Isaac and Domhnall Gleeson, they're awesome. These two work really well together. Right when you meet Oscar Isaac, you're like, is something off about you? You don't know if he's an asshole or he's just this really reclusive, eccentric guy. He's a rich dude. They're always a little weird. I was just captivated by the dialogue. Nothing else is really happening at this moment for the past, like, say, 2 or 3 scenes, except these two talking. But when Oscar Isaac is talking, you're like, yeah, you're really smart. I just love listening to smart people. Which is a credit to the writer of this movie, who's also the director of this movie. Also noted, his first movie he's ever directed. How? You're watching this movie, you're like, I know I've seen this guy's work before. So how many movies? What, 10, 25? One singular movie. And a girl who plays the machine, the artificial intelligence, Alicia Vikander. We're gonna see a lot more of her too. Everybody in this movie, I'm pretty sure, has 5 more scripts on their desk now because of this movie. Seriously, they're all excellent in the movie, and they can be coming at so many different angles in this movie that you don't know what angle they're coming at. And that's half the tension right there, is you figuring out, you're like, all right, where's everyone coming from? Does anyone have ill intent? How do I know they don't have ill intent? I don't trust them. I don't trust you, but if I don't trust you, I must trust you, but I don't really trust who's the asshole? Which makes it sound like it's like Clue in a lab, but it's not like that. One of the bummers of this movie is, for as complex as the movie ultimately comes across as, the general overall premise is pretty cliche. I mean, when you tell someone the premise is there's an artificial intelligence and this guy is going to quiz the artificial intelligence to see if it's artificial intelligence. He's going to put the artificial intelligence under the microscope. You know right there, you're like, you mean the movie's going to put humanity under the microscope, right? That's what you mean. There's no two ways about it. It's not a spoiler to say it. It's just, it is as obvious can be. The execution, though, that's the interesting part. And the actors and their dialogue together. This movie's not going to be for everybody. I recognize that immediately. I have seen movies where people are like, oh my God, it's so great. And then I watch it and I'm like, nah, it's just kind of boring. That's what it is. Now, I'm one of the ones in the kind of slow movie going, yeah, the movie's great. However, Ex Machina, I was intrigued by it. I love the acting in the movie. I love the chemistry between the actors. It has slow parts for sure, but this movie uses the slow parts to build tension. I will certainly say Ex Machina is definitely worth buying on Blu-ray. I can see this movie doing this. I feel like I'm going to think about the movie, and the more I think about the movie and the more time passes, it's gonna be like a red wine. It's gonna just get better with time. So we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm just telling you, it's a really good, excellent movie. All right, so Ex Machina, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you wanna see more, click right here to see more.